Hey everyone! Today we are going to be talking about how animals find food. And in particular, we're going to talk about how lizards find food using their sense of smell. Let's get an introduction so we're all on the same page. I'm sure you've seen lizards and snakes flick their tongues in and out. Well, they're actually smelling their environment. Snakes and lizards have what's called a vomeronasal organ in the roof of their mouths that help them smell. The tongue picks up molecules in the environment when it flicks out. Then, when the tongue comes back into the mouth, they press it up to the vomeronasal organ. This allows snakes and lizards to sense a wider range of smells. It could be particularly helpful in finding food. Guatemalan beaded lizards are critically endangered, and they live in only one place, the Motagua Valley in Guatemala. Conservation efforts are ongoing, but not much is known about how they find food. So researchers wanted to explore how Guatemalan beaded lizards find their food. Do they use their sense of smell like other lizards and snakes? And do they have a search plan to find food? Or is it just random? It's obviously hard to work with critically endangered animals. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention that Guatemalan beaded lizards are venomous. So how did the researchers study their behavior? Let's talk about the methods. Researchers at Zoo Atlanta used 3 maze experiments to explore the beaded lizards' food-finding strategies. The researchers let the lizards explore the maze before the experiments to make sure that they weren't stressed. Experiment 1 was used to figure out if the lizard can keep track of where they've searched for food previously. The maze had treats in all 8 arms. Experiment 2 was used to figure out if the lizards can smell food from a distance. The maze was a T-shape, and only one of the arms had a treat. Experiment 3 was used to figure out if the lizards could follow a scent trail. The maze was a T-shape again, but a scent trail was created by dragging the treat along the passage before the lizard was placed in the maze. The lizards were given ample time to do their thing. The researchers timed how long it took to find the treats, and they also used a video camera to help count the number of times the lizards flicked their tongues. Let's talk about the results now. For experiment 1, the researchers found that the lizards usually remembered where they had already been. For experiment 2, they found that the lizards couldn't smell things from a distance. In fact, they went to both sides of the T-maze randomly. And that didn't change even when the researchers put more treats in the maze. For experiment 3, the lizards did much better than random at finding food by following a scent trail. You can see that in this graph from 4 of the lizards. The x-axis has data for each lizard, and the y-axis is the percent of correct choices they made. Here, you can see the results with a scent trail, and that number is significantly more than random. Without a scent trail, they're about 50%, or a random choice. What does all this mean for the lizards? Let's discuss. The researchers were actually surprised that the lizards couldn't find food very well without a scent trail. In the wild, Guatemalan beaded lizards eat things like birds' eggs, which don't leave a scent trail. They could be following related scents like bird droppings to help them. The researchers also found that the lizards chose correctly when they took longer, and that they flicked their tongues less as they got closer to the treats. Basically, they didn't need to work as hard to detect scents when they were closer. This is a sign that the lizards are using vomeronasal olfaction to help them find food. It's likely that they explore their surroundings to find scent trails and then follow them to find food. But it's hard to know for sure. How can this relate to you? Well, I bet you face lots of challenges every day. It may not be finding food, but whatever it is, it's easy to think it's too hard and just give up. It's helpful to think about a strategy and then work through your plan. You may find that you get better at facing challenges as you try out new ideas or combine strategies. Hope you learned something. Have a good one.